Greetings! This is Stitch. I'm a full patron of Motorcycle Christian Motorcycle Club, and today we are in Kenai, Alaska, and we're gonna be cutting up a moose with my wifey. He ain't gonna do nothing. But with my wife and her family, they went out and got a moose. And so they're gonna cut it up and process it. And I'm gonna film it, because I've never seen it before. From California. Anyways, this is our breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And we're gonna need a lot of those. All right, check it out. And as always, stay humble, stay blessed. Greetings! Good morning. This is day 2 in Kenai, Alaska, where we're gonna lop up a moose. So, I was asking some questions like, what do you do with the eyeballs, the tongue, the teeth, the genitals? Because I don't know anything. I'm from Southern California. I don't know what they all do with moose. So, I got some questions answered, and this room right here is where the moose is hanging. So I was told you have to hang the moose, that way air can circulate around it, because you need air to circulate around it, that way it ages the meat, also known as rotting. So the meat's actually rotting right now in there. And so it was shot, I guess, a couple weeks ago. They cut it open like I see on Netflix all the time. They cut open the stomach, they rip out all the innards, leave them on the ground. And then after that, they start cutting up the arms, legs. Look, I don't know nothing about moose. They cut off the limbs, they cut off the head, and they pack it out. And they leave the guts, the lungs and stuff all on the floor for the other animals to eat. So then they put it in here, and we're gonna see what it is. So I talked to the family. It's my wife's family. They're giving the ears they gave to somebody else. He's gonna make shoes out of them for babies. I forgot the term, please forgive me. And then she says they don't do nothing with the eyes, but they eat the tongue, the heart, they eat everything. The hooves, they're called hooves, right? The feet they're giving to somebody else, because he does cultural training with them. And then I learned about the bone. They actually use the bone too. She said you take the bone, you put it in a bag, and you actually put it, you see that? That's the ocean. You put it in the water, and she said you leave it there for like a year, and it softens up the bone. That way you can carve knives out of it, which is pretty awesome. I'd love to make a knife out of a moose bone. So, the moose is in here. There's fans on it to keep air circulating, and let's check it out. So the smell is pretty intense, which they don't tell you on those Netflix shows, but the smell is very intense. I want to choke and gag, but trying not to. So there's the head. Okay, a lot of blood, obviously. It literally looks like a TV show murdering room. So it looks like they already cut the skin off of it. So you got a little bit of skin left, you know, up there. Here's the hoof. So that's where the ear was. They cut the ear off and gave it to someone to make baby shoes out of it. So what they're gonna do is finish cutting the meat off the bone. Then they're gonna take the meat and have it processed, and they're gonna do a lot of it here, but they're gonna make hot dogs out of it. They're gonna take it to a seafood plant here in Kenai, and they're gonna make it into hot dogs. And then they're also gonna do here, they're gonna make moose burgers. They're gonna do all that stuff. So my wife's family says that they don't buy ground beef. They just eat the moose throughout the year. And then they got moose and fish, and that's what they eat on. So I'm pretty interested to see how the rest of this process goes. Which, what I see, you'll see. My wife's mother is making pancakes. So I'm gonna go eat pancakes. Piggy bank is coming. My wife went to go pick him up. And yeah. Oh, so European mount. So apparently what they're gonna do with the head is a European mount, and they're gonna let the flesh decay off of it. Let the insects and animals eat all the flesh off, leaving the bone. Then they're gonna take the full head, the entire skeleton and all that, and then mount it. It should be pretty interesting.
Like here, maggots. Yeah, them are maggots.
So you just cut it off and continue with life?
Yeah.
What is
If
this?
you knew what you ate, probably.
So what is this?
This is the neck piece. And then so it has like all the really sweet parts of the moose are right here, like the tenderloin. So can we get the back hind quarter first?
Yeah.
Does this skull have to be laying down? What's it? Maggots? Yeah. Oh, look, they're moving. They're eating. It came from here. Harley thinks this is the funnest thing in the whole world. Dad takes my nice knife. There's 4 knives over there.
I can grab mine.
Is there a ulu? I don't cut all the fat off, but I have to cut some of it off because it's it's on the top layer.
And this has to be done because it was sitting out.
Well, it was aging.
Aging.
And so if you process a moose right away, it will be tougher. So aging is part of tenderizing. A lot of people like to age their prime rib meat. Or like how at home we have that carne asada, it's in there aging. As much blood out of it as possible because that will get the gamey taste. And people said, like, in addition to just soaking it, putting it in milk. And I was like, oh, I never heard of that. Have you, Amber?
Yeah, putting meat in milk to tenderize it, help tenderize it.
As you can.
You don't want them in warm areas. You want them out of the sun. You want them like inside there to cool down.
Preferably a little cooler.
Almost create like a refrigerator aspect.
That'd be better. 40 degrees would be even better. And then hanging it longer is better. Makes it more tender.
I just can't get over the fact that when you're hanging it, it's just left out here in nature where the bugs and stuff get to it.
Yeah, you gotta cut all that stuff off. The longer you hang it, the better the meat will be.
We used to do fish gut buckets, hanging fish when I was little, I remember. So the bugs go to that bucket instead of the fish.
Smart.
Instead of the fish were hanging, and then you see
That is smart.
the little maggot egg things. We pick those off because you can see them after they're laid. You got to pick them off though.
All right, here's
You got to
some.
check your fish. Well, that's how I remember anyhow.
So here's some eggs. So you cut all that stuff out. You can tell the good meat versus the bad meat.
And this is considered bad because it's been sitting out.
Yeah,
Okay.
exposed to the
Oh, my.
flies and. I like your idea about the dog though. Feeding it to a dog.
I'll hold this other side down. Ta-da! Like, bam, bam.
What are you doing?
Nothing.
Oh, you're recording.
Nothing.
Well, use one of those rags.
There's a dented bowl.
Damn it.
You want to play with this one, Sam? Where'd he go? See him there?
Big bang!
Eagle. Can't do that.
Have you met Nick?
Yes.
Yeah, we met.
We hung out for a while. Enjoyed a burger.
Old friends. old drinking buddies.
I haven't been
But-
able to be around him.
Out in the field stuff is way easier in my opinion. You just get the hide off and you try to get all the big chunks of the quarters. And to me that's a lot easier. It's pretty simple. This stuff is a little more involved.
So you think cutting it in the field is easier?
Yeah, I think so. Here you're trying to get, you know, in a sense, your best cuts of meat and trying not to waste a bunch.
And then you said that mold, you can just take it off?
Just cut it off.
Just like,
Just like that.
Chunk of fat.
So what would it cost to have like a butcher do this?
I think they charge by the pound.
Oh, sheesh. How big was the moose?
It varies, right? These bigger ones, you probably, what do you think we got off this? 700 pounds worth of
Wow.
meat, maybe?
Hmm.
Yeah, 850, 900 pounds of
Wow.
meat. Yeah.
So just more cost effective to do it yourself.
Right, yeah. It just, and I don't know, in my opinion, more rewarding, right? I mean, you've seen this thing through from beginning to end.
Yeah, that's why I want to do that. I want to at least go see the.
The process, how to make hot dogs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And just get set up for it.
Right. And being able to make your own like snack sticks and all that too would be. Trying to save as much.
We know enough to get ourselves in trouble.
Right.
That guy there, or does it? Or you just get in there in the nighttime.
Day 3. So Friday you saw that we were just settling into the man cave with all of our snacks and sofa beds. On day 2, you saw the actual process of cutting up the moose. We did 2 of the legs, did the back half of the spine to rectum, lopped all that off, did the butt cheeks, and then today is day 3. I'm actually waiting for pancakes. Decided to walk on the beach and try to burn off some of those excess calories that I've been munching on this weekend. Still trying to get my weight loss goal down. I'm down 11 pounds. Praise the Lord. And I want to keep that going, even though I haven't snacked a little extra this weekend. So today, they're gonna go ahead and cut up the rest. They got the ribs to do, and then I think there's one more section, I don't remember what, and then he's gonna do the head. But the head, from my understanding, he's gonna leave it out, let it rot up a little bit, and then he said he's gonna pressure wash it to get all the flesh off, and then take off the jaw, and then it's gonna be a European mount. And he's gonna mount that in the man cave. So that's day 3. It's been a good time. Love being out here in Kenai. And yeah, that's about it. So yeah. So I really wanted to see what was the difference between those like TV shows about Alaska and them hunting moose and lopping them up. What's the difference between that and, you know, people actually know? My wife's family who went out, hunted, shot a moose, cut the guts open like you see on TV, poured out the stomach and stuff, the lungs, cut off the skin, and then had to lop off the legs and the head, put it in backpacks and carry it out. So, as you heard earlier, there's about 700-800 pound moose. And that's a lot of moose. So it's awesome. This family, when they get a moose, they share it with the rest of the family. I know we're getting some ground up moose. You want to make burgers, put it in, you know, hamburger helper, I don't know. Whatever you use regular cow for, we can use moose for. So I know we got some. They're passing it on to other people that they know, which is a huge blessing, man. Especially in Alaska, moose is very important to the culture. So I'm learning. Hopefully with this video you've also learned. Yeah, it's not too much different than what you see on the TV shows. I'm thankful that I've gotten to see the process, and and learn a whole lot more about Alaska, native cultures, and the techniques they have for hanging the meat, aging it, processing it, and sharing it. Well, that's it. They have processed all they're gonna process during this time. All that's left is this. So you got the head. The head is left. And then there's some ribs and a brisket, I was told. So that's what's left. But they're gonna do that another time. Aging the meat. This one is from another. That's from another one. They went on a couple years ago. Look at that. There was a bullet hole. They're not sure what they were going to do with these. But yeah. I know we got some ground moose meat. Interested in making burgers and stuff out of it. I've been watching this throughout the night get eaten on by birds. Every so often a piece would fall and the dog would get into it. You got your bucket of leftovers, stuff that's not edible. Maggots have gotten into it. So yeah, there you go. Processing a moose after you shot it. And sharing the wealth. You know, when you get blessed with a moose, God provides for you, you provide for others. Amen. As always, stay humble and stay blessed. Little chicken. Oh, you little chicken. Little chicken wants some moose. Look at you trying to get some moosey. Huh? You eat moose? Do you eat moose? Do you? And bam, look at that. We're taking this. We got moose meat. We got some fish. And this is all caught local, fresh. And we're taking some to other family members that are in Palmer. So that's the process. What's up? What's up?
Don't go under there.
I want to pet you. Let me pet you. I either want to pet you or punt you. Which one, buddy?
No, don't okay.
Come here. Come here. Oh, chicken jerk.
You're a chicken jerk.
Anyways, our day is done. All that work, you know, and they ground it, put in some fat, and there it is. So, cool. This is for Amber's sister. We call it Yaya. That's for her. And then the fish and stuff. All right, that's it. Loaded in the vehicle, and we're out of here. Like and subscribe to my video. Share with your friends.
Why did you do that?
It's funny. Oh wait, I'm supposed to say, mash that button, right? You mash it. You gotta mash it or smash it. You gotta do something to it. Don't smash it. Clap it.
No, it's called smack.
Okay, you gotta smack it. Smack that like button. Squish that subscribe button. Do something to them. Because the more you like the videos, the more content I can put out. What? I think it's funny. Whatever. Alright, I'm out. As always, stay humble, stay blessed. Finger gun!